Welcome you guys to Chris Wrestling Views, back again with another review video. And this one, of course, as you see what the title is, WWE Backlash review and all that good stuff. So we did get Jeff Cobb make his debut last night. Michael Cole ended up saying, that's Jeff Cobb. And then after then, they end up saying, that's him. But I'll get more back into that later on in this video. But of course, Randy Orton, you guys will make, for the main event, it was Randy Orton versus John Cena for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Of course, WWE also put the different career numbers and everything. As you can see, John Cena and Randy Orton, they did both debut in 2002. Randy Orton has a couple titles less than John Cena, and yeah, you get the gist. Anyways, you guys, Randy Orton will definitely make his hometown appearance, where you can see all the RKO signs. My first time at WWE live event, Randy Orton was happy because, like I said, he was in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. Of course, if you didn't see the career number things and how many things they won, you can take a look at it right here. Once again, two of the greatest superstars of all time. And so, of course, we did get John Cena looking face to face at Randy Orton. You guys, you can tell Cena isn't the same Cena as we remember. We see this John Cena here as a John Cena that that's getting very old in age. Of course, you guys, they did have some table spots. John Cena did go through a table with the attitude adjustment by Randy Orton, but the table didn't fall, which was the ring announce table, and John Cena had to hit the table and then make the rest of it fall. All the WWE officials did come out there when John Cena and Randy Orton kept knocking out the referees, and then Randy Orton was getting frustrated, so he RKO'd Nick Aldis, RKO'd a couple of other former WWE wrestlers. R-Truth ended up coming out as he was about to go for the punt kick on John Cena, but R-Truth ended up standing in the way of Randy Orton, and I know R-Truth is about to get packed up for sure on this, and Cena would low blow Randy Orton and then go across the take the title and go across Randy Orton's head, and pretty much referee slides back in the ring and counts very slow, like the 1, 2, 3, and then John Cena will retain his WWE Undisputed Championship. Match was very cool, I would have to say the least, you guys. John Cena got on the microphone and pretty much said, this is the last time, pretty much saying that St. Louis, this is the last time you'll see, this championship and, see me here in pretty much St. Louis. And then they just cut the show. Now, I thought we was going to possibly get like a return of like a Cody Rhodes or something like that, and he said he don't need the crowd, he need competition. But let's go back to Jeff Cobb once again. WWE, they didn't mention Jeff Cobb, ask Jeff Cobb, but Michael Cole did when he seen him, and Solo Sakoa ended up pulling Jacob Fatu off the table as LA Knight was about to go for a I would guess an elbow drop onto him, but Solo Sikoa pulled Jacob Fatu out of harm's way, which, Jacob Fatu doesn't like help during his matches. And then, of course, Jeff Cobb would definitely get in there and grab the head of LA Knight and slam it to the barricade and pretty much put him to the, had him, face first to the, to the steel post. And so, you guys, that's when Jacob Fatu ended up hitting a, top rope move and going for the pin on LA Knight, which I thought he was actually going to, pin Drew McIntyre. But then again, you guys, those two, they end up having like a clash out there. I'll talk to you guys more about this here in a second. But you guys, we end up getting where Jacob Fatu, but before the match ended, where I'm like, are we getting more bloodline members, or what are we doing? Because Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are definitely injured, and of course Jacob Fatu walked past Jeff Cobb and walked past Solo Sikoa with the title over his shoulder. And I'm like, I was like, does everybody carry their title like that? Like Jay carried his title like that, Jacob carried his title like that, and then freaking Rock carries his title like that, and Roman, he used to carry his title like that. So I'm like, well, dang. So it's kind of weird. I guess it's like, their tradition or something like that. Anyways, you can see where they were. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre was out there fighting in the crowd, you guys, and Drew McIntyre ended up getting put through through the table out there in the crowd by Damian Priest. And they did say Drew McIntyre had like a slight injury, but it was crazy. Here was the actual spot where they did it at in the crowd, you guys. And I was like, God dang, they had a cameraman making sure that they catch the action as WWE, kind of zoomed it a different way. And I was like, man, but yeah, they did say Drew McIntyre, like I said, he did have a slight injury. But then again, you guys, I think he'll be all right. He probably just got like a shattered like elbow or a finger or something like that. But anyways, Drew McIntyre, he did come out. He had, a pretty cool, outfit on for the, for the PLE and everything like that, you guys. But Drew McIntyre, him and Damian Priest, they were definitely going to have another rivalry, to build up because they really don't have anything else to do for them. Of course, WWE also showed us that we're going to get Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this time, Saturday, June 28th. So we'll see how that's going to go. Lyra Valkyria did put her title on the line against Becky Lynch. Now, Becky Lynch, of course, they definitely had like a banger match, I would have to say the least, and everything. And this match was actually good. Lyra Valkyria would go for like a rocking, some kind of rock. I can forget what they call it, but she would rock Becky Lynch, back and forward and everything. And the match here was actually it was actually pretty decent. The way like the kickouts, the the everything just about the match was actually pretty good. Some people didn't like the match, but then again, the match to me was actually pretty good. I would actually have to give it a five out of 5 out of 5. Excuse me. Lyra Valkyria did pick up the win over Becky Lynch to actually retain her championship, because Becky Lynch was trying to cheat by holding the rope, you guys. And Jessica Carr, of course, she saw Becky Lynch holding the rope, but the match will end where Becky Lynch would attack Lyra Valkyria. Now, knowing we would have thought that Becky Lynch, would have came out and not Becky Lynch, excuse me, Bayley would have came out and actually stopped this, but we didn't get Bayley tonight, and we could see the face of the frustrated Becky Lynch, you guys, as well, and wonder what WWE is going to have next in plan for her. Maybe another another rematch of some sort like that. Like I said, we didn't get Bayley tonight, to write Bayley versus Becky, but we'll see what's going to happen. Maybe on Monday Night Raw, maybe next week on Raw. It depends on WWE have time to put, these two on the show. But I definitely know that WWE more than likely will have them on the show on tomorrow night, as me recording this video the day after WWE Backlash. And happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the mothers that are out there, you guys. Dominic Mysterio retained his Intercontinental Championship. Now, this was very interesting of how we had all these people to interfere in this match. We did get Chad Gable. You may know him as El Grande Americano. Now, we did see this little stare right here at the back of Dominic where Finn Balor was looking like, we're okay now, but I'm going to get you, and I want that Intercontinental title. So maybe they'll do it here soon, maybe on Raw, maybe at the next WWE PLE. As you can see, El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable, I'm still going to say, ended up headbutting Penta, to actually cost him the match. And I was like, well, dang. So what if this isn't Chad Gable up on the top rope? Like, what if it's somebody else? I'll be very shocked and surprised by this, because WWE is always doing things. But like I said, I'm going to believe it's Chad Gable for now. Of course, like I said, the match was, it was decent. I would have to give it probably like a 3 out of 5 stars. In this match here, Penta can never, win for nothing. Like, he done lost like 4 times, and that's definitely bad. You guys, Finn Balor versus AJ Styles will be on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Like I said, I'm me recording this video on Sunday. They did mention that Jey Uso will go one-on-one with Logan Paul at WWE's Saturday Night Main Event, which will be in 2 weeks from Saturday night. And so we'll see how this is going to go as well. Logan Paul and Jey Uso are definitely going to build up their story, and I'm glad that WWE didn't decide to put this on Backlash, because they, like I said, they definitely need to build this up and to make sure it goes properly. Gunther actually defeated Pat McAfee, which most of us knew. Pat McAfee definitely did put up a good fight with Gunther, and Gunther actually, Gunther actually, gave, like good sportsmanship or whatever, to Pat McAfee. And I was like, wow, that was surprising. So we'll definitely see how WWE is actually going to, go forward with Gunther. Michael Cole did get into this match to where he was trying to hold the leg of Gunther, and I thought the pinfall was actually going to be completed right there, and I was like, oh shoot, and but Gunther ended up lifting up the shoulder and pushing Pat McAfee over. But Pat McAfee did get some great offense in there, even though he was getting chopped around, but he didn't get packed up, as we thought he would. But still was a pretty good match, and so even though he's not like a full-time wrestler or wrestler at all, he still pulled a good match with Gunther, and he definitely showed that he can hang in the ring with Gunther. He didn't get packed up, not bloodied or anything like that, because he's a commentator. Now, we did think we were going to get Goldberg to actually come out there and cost Gunther his match against a ring announcer, Pat McAfee, but we didn't get Goldberg. So maybe we'll get Goldberg at SummerSlam. Like, comment, subscribe, you guys. Chris Wrestling Reviews here on YouTube.com. If you're watching this on Tickets Out, Chris944. Till next time, you guys, I'll see you guys with some more wrestling news, prediction videos, or however. But yeah, I'm out, guys.